Hey guys, I'm Rebecca and welcome to MojoTalks. Today we're going to be doing some reacting to our top 3 series you should binge this weekend, last weekend, and our in-house TV binging experts, Andrew and Mike, are going to try to convince me to watch either Lost in Space or Troy Fall of a City. So, Andrew was the lucky one to watch Troy Fall of a City. I guess you can go first. Try to convince me.
Okay, first of all, it is a really good show. Really?
Is that what you said before?
Yes. Yes.
Wink, wink.
It's a great... No, okay. I binged it because I wanted it to be a good show, but I can't for the life of me figure out why it exists. Because it's got, like, good actors in it, nobody anybody's ever heard of, but they do a really good job. And it's really expensive, and it shows. The sets all look great. It's, like, well-made, but it's just, like, it's just stretched out.
So it's basically the 2004 Brad Pitt movie, Troy, for 10 episodes?
Yeah. Really stretched out.
Without Brad Pitt.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Brad Pitt was the best part of that movie. I mean,
His abs were.
But I really...
Okay, sorry.
I really like, things like Spartacus is like a guilty pleasure of mine, the TV show. And Hercules and Xena, and I heard they were bringing the gods into Troy, and that is a difference from the movie, is this time you have the gods as characters, like pulling the strings and stuff. And it goes more into the mythology, so I was hoping that would sort of make it good. But it's not. And I can't figure out why it exists, because it's really expensive, but I can't imagine they were like, oh yeah, there's a big appeal for this.
Is it even, like, bad enough to be watchable? Like,
okay,
like how Xena is kind of cheesy, but people like it because it's cheesy. Is it even that kind of? No,
it takes itself really seriously. And I mean, if you really like antiquity and you like that kind of, like, I don't know, aesthetic or story, it's definitely watchable. But you have to really, really, really want that, because I did and I still didn't like it. So, but you should binge it, Rebecca, so I can win this argument.
Well, I saw the trailer and it didn't hook me, so I was hoping you'd convince me, but
you haven't, unfortunately. Well, I already kind of wanted to watch Lost in Space, so you got a leg up anyway.
No, I won out on this. This Lost in Space. Spoilers, it's awesome. It's good.
Yeah, but you like that.
And spoilers, they get Lost in Space.
Movie.
Whoa.
You like that shitty, like, 90s Lost in Space
Don't put words
movie,
in my
which
mouth.
is a terrible movie.
Hold on. I like robots. I like space a lot.
Isn't there some, like, CGI monkey alien?
Okay, you're talking about the 80s,
no.
90s, 98. But hold on. Let's backtrack a little bit. To me, it's a big deal because Lost in Space it predated Star Trek. It came out 65 to 68. When it came out, Lost in Space was the shit. Everyone was watching it. Yeah, I'm talking history, and I watch it in syndication. I mean, reruns at my parents' house. So
after Star Trek existed.
Yeah, but hold on. So the thing is, it came out. They put in lots of money. Everybody was watching it. It started dark, got really funny, and became like banter between Dr. Smith, who's like the villain, and the robot, right? And Star Trek came out. Star Trek was canceled. Lost in Space was canceled because it was too expensive. Star Trek because no one was watching it until later on, right? 98, they made the movie. Right, and the Rotten Tomatoes scores 27%. I'm not going to defend it.
That is, like, nice.
It's niche.
Wait a minute.
It's a niche movie.
But talk to anybody, nobody remembers the Lost in Space movie, right?
I do. It was freaking terrible.
We should pulse blast their bases. A decisive strike now. My squadron is alert status, and
your rescue stunt was foolhardy, Major.
Look, I like robots and the
you like robots in space, so
no. You know what it was? It had time travel. It had all this cool stuff that I'm into. I keep touching your leg. I'm sorry. Every time I make a point. No. Yeah. Okay. So it had Gary Oldman.
So there's a TV show.
Okay. So there's a TV show that's super campy. The robot has like the spaghetti arms. He's like danger, Will Robinson,
Netflix
danger.
One or the?
No, I'm talking about the '60s still. We're not there yet. Hold on.
Can we get there though?
We will get there.
Okay.
We will get there. So what I'm saying is the '60s one was super camp. The robot was always like, "You're a bad one, Mr. Dr. Smith," and Dr. Smith was like, "You bubble-headed booby." Like it was that, right? That was it. Sure. The '90s, people criticized it because they said it was too dark. Now in hindsight, we're like, it's like Batman and Robin, right? Now this show, Netflix, it's 10 episodes, all in one shot. I'm exhausted from watching it because it's full of mystery and peril. There's only so much my heart could take of mystery and peril back to back in one weekend, to be honest, right? In the original, Earth's dying in 97.
Well, it's science fiction that takes place in the future.
Yeah, the far future of 1997. Then the 90s movie took place in like the 2058 or something. This one takes place in the 2040s.
So it's like near future.
It's very near future. They still use paper. We don't even use paper. So they make some major changes. It was one ship with one family going off to a colony to escape, and they're very important to the mission. This one, first major change, they're one of many families. There's like 30 Jupiters attached to a colony ship that's taking them there. So that's a huge change, right? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Perfect. The second biggest change is the robot. Is a robot they brought with them, who's a service robot who becomes best friends with the boy. In this one, the robot's an alien robot.
It looks really alien too. The effects on it were really cool.
It starts off with like multiple limbs and stuff, and I don't want to spoil what happens in the plot, but it makes itself look human. It could transform a bit, right? And everything in the show looks phenomenal, but sometimes when you're looking at the robot, it's like a Power Ranger villain, you know? Because you can tell it's a guy in a rubber suit and his face is in the neck, but that's okay. Nitpicking. So that's the other change. The third biggest change is Dr. Zachary Smith, who's the villain. He's a self-serving, he's like someone you don't want in your group of friends or a coworker. He's going behind everyone's back and whispering lies and stuff, turning everyone against each other. That's his deal. That's now, they've recast it to be a woman, which is fine. But there is a Dr. Smith. She steals his identity. So she's not even Dr. Smith. She's some crazy.
Is that a plot twist?
Well, the way the series works is it throws you in the shit, and it has flashbacks to who each of these people are. Right. So the first 2 or 3 episodes, you're like, I don't know if this actor is doing a good job, but by the end of it, you're sold. You're like, these guys are amazing, and everything makes sense. So her backstory, don't want to spoil too much. She's a psycho and a criminal, and she steals one person's identity to steal another person's identity. So you can't trust this person.
Jeez. Okay, so what I'm getting is good story, lots of exciting intrigue, good acting, great effects.
Yeah, and
this I'm getting not so good.
No, and
on any account. Cool. Very, very quickly, I just want kind of compare it to a current show, Troy.
Troy?
Yeah, and I'll have you do the same thing. So you can think.
Oof. Something. Okay, it's obviously trying to be Game of Thrones, but without any of the personality or. You know what I really like though? I like the actor who played Achilles. He was super, super good. Yeah, he was the only really thing that was really, really great about this show.
Do you remember a show from the 90s called Earth 2?
Oh,
yes.
It's kind of Earth 2, but better, but good.
Okay, because Earth 2 is bad.
No, that was bad, but I feel like I've seen it, but bad, and now I'm seeing it good. If I had to compare it to a modern show, I'd say the most apt is probably Star Trek Discovery.
Okay.
Right? Which is ironic because Star Trek and Lost in Space are finally at each other again. Yeah. But this time,
they're both on Netflix.
No, but instead of Lost in Space being there a year before Star Trek, now it's the reverse.
Well,
it's really good.
I'm coming out of this with the exact same opinion I went into it, that I was going to watch Lost in Space and not watch Troy, because why would I do that to myself? Anyway, I hope you guys have some ideas of what to watch this weekend, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Don't watch Troy.